And now, back to the Thrivetime Show on Talk Radio 1170.
All right, Thrive Nation, welcome back to the Thrivetime Show on your radio. And today we're broadcasting from the Man Cave Studios. And so, Chubb, we've got the pinyon wood burning and the wind out there.
It's a churning.
It's incredible. The wind is a churning.
It is.
The wind is a churning. So, Chubb, can you kind of describe
Turntables be turning.
The smell and the ambiance and the aura of the Man Cave today? Because today's a really good aura in the Man Cave. The weather is incredible.
Luke
smell.
Owens is here.
Now, Luke Owens with the Hub Gym.
Talk about good aura. No, it's very, very piniony. It's piniony in here. We're lit by above the head halogen bulbs. Is that what they're? No, they're not. They're
Edison bulbs.
Edison bulbs.
Oh,
Edison.
nice.
Yeah.
No,
science.
Chubb, you're disrespectful.
Sam Adams is looking at me, cheersing me over in the corner.
Now, Chubb,
multiple patriotic accoutrements
there's
hanging.
Patriotic decor everywhere. The elephants everywhere.
I'm surrounded by Z's.
And the elephant. There's like elephant. Anytime I can buy an elephant or a Z, I'll pick it up at Hobby Lobby or Michael's or any antique
Your man
store.
cave has elephantitis.
It does have elephantitis.
Of the elephants.
Can you look up the definition of elephantitis real quick? Because
I don't know if you want to do that.
Can you look that up? We can talk about it after we get off the air. I just want you to look it up, and we'll talk through it off the air. Okay. So, Chubb, we're talking about we're talking about creating a one sheet for your ideal and likely buyers.
That is
true. Can you talk to me about what is a one sheet?
Let me get off of this screen real quick. Okay, a one sheet is exactly what it says it is. It's one sheet that you put a bunch of your company's information on. So you're going to have all your contact information. You want to have social proof of partners that you have or really famous or big clients that you've had. And the main thing that you want to have on this thing is a comparison table of you versus your competition directly or like the typical competitor in your industry. So the Hub Gym versus the typical gym.
I'm going to fire off a bunch of notable quotables and a bunch of specific actionable data that your business coach can help you execute. But here's what you want to do to make a perfect one sheet. One is your one sheet needs to be a laminated 8.5 by 11 heavyweight document if at all possible. Full color. Don't print that crap out on an inkjet. Print it out high quality. Make it look great.
Legit.
You can't present a high quality print piece on cheap paper. All right. Then on the one sheet, you want to succinctly show the problems that you solve for your ideal and likely buyers. Then on the same print piece, you want to show the gains that your company can provide to your ideal and likely buyers. You want to show the gains that your ideal and likely buyers will experience as a result of using your product or service. And you also must support every gain, every claim with a fact. It's not going to be good enough to just simply make a lot of claims on this sheet of paper. You have to actually prove what you are saying, and your coach can help you do that. Now, the next element is you want to show the pains of dealing for your ideal and likely buyer if they choose not to work with you. Again, you want to succinctly show the pains that your ideal and likely buyer will experience if they choose not to use your product or service. And I'd recommend that you would cite statistical proof from a well-known and trusted source that what you're saying is true. Then you'd want to list powerful testimonials from your current or past customers. And you must support, again, every claim with a fact. Now, in this case, when you're listing powerful testimonials, you would want to list the phone numbers of your references. Don't list bogus references, Chubb. You've got to list the phone numbers of your references.
I want to ask you, Clay, of all the clients that you've worked with, do you get pushback on this stage of it when you're trying to make sure that you're providing and showing these prospective ideal and likely buyers that these are real? Do people push back when you try to find somebody that'll put their number on there? How do you go about making that happen?
I don't ask.
You just do it.
Yeah, because I ask people, could I use you as a reference? Mm-hmm. I do ask that question. Could I use you as a reference? And then they say, yeah. And then I put them as a reference. I don't say, could I use you as a reference on this or that? And statistically, very few people call the references, but when they do, it's always awesome.
That's good, right? Because somebody goes, yeah, absolutely.
But I'm not going to say, could I use you as a reference on this print piece? Could I use you as a reference on this website?
Gotcha.
Could I use you as a reference? I make it easier to do that. I want to make it easy for people to prove that what I'm saying is, in fact, accurate.
That's the whole goal.
Then I want to make a line item list. A line item list. This is big. Make a line item list of how you compare to your competition. Make a line item list of how you compare with your competition. Then you want to demonstrate the pricing options in a way that makes sense to the consumer. So you'd say, we offer package A, B, or C. Package A, B, or C. And you can name them something more clever, but you want to list the options, the package options that you provide so the consumer can see all this information on one sheet of paper. Now, Chuck, you also want to list the media appearances you've been on. Why is it so important to list the media appearances, Chuck, that you've been on if you've been on media in the past?
Because it gives you a level of credibility. It gives you a level of expertise. If somebody sees that you've been on the news on multiple channels talking about certain things, then it just gives you that initial mind frame of this person probably knows what they're talking about if they're on TV all the time.
And most of the major media outlets will not let you appear on the major media outlet unless you have a credible background or a credible biography, and that's why it's important to list those media appearances that you've been on. Then, Chuck, you want to list any real, authentic awards that you've won. If you have won an award for your business, Chuck, why would you want to list the real awards that you've won for your business and not bogus, made-up awards, which is a regular move by salespeople?
First of all, listing off bogus, made-up awards is a lie, and over time, those lies will catch up with you, and it's going to give you a bad reputation. What's the quote, Clay, about it takes 20 years to build a reputation?
Yeah, Warren Buffett.
That's right.
Warren Buffett. I'm going to type this in real quick because I want to make sure we're getting this quote to you, Thrive Nation here. Chuck, let's see if we can put that on the show notes there. Yeah. Warren Buffett reputation. Warren Buffett. This is Warren Buffett, the legendary investor, talking to you. He says it takes 20 years to build a reputation and 5 minutes to ruin it. If you think about that, you'll do things differently.
Exactly.
It's 100% accurate.
So don't make up bogus awards. And then if you are winning awards, I do see a lot of times that hardworking people are humble people, and they don't want to brag about things or seem braggadocious or seem like they're pushing things in people's faces. But you got to let people know that you're awesome. If you're awesome, be proud to tell the world that you're awesome.
Now, what I want to do is I want to get Luke Owen's take on this.
He's
is the
awesome.
owner of the Hub Gym. So I'm going to read you 3 notable quotables. And Luke, I'd like to get your take on this. Jerry Vass, the best-selling author of Soft Selling in a Hard World, states, "Don't say anything you can't prove." He goes on to state, this is big. This is Michael Levine. This is Michael Levine who's stating this now. Michael Levine states, "In sales, you are guilty until proven innocent." Michael Levine, this is the PR consultant of choice for Nike, for Pizza Hut, for Prince, for Michael Jackson. He states, "In sales, you are guilty until proven innocent." And I tell people all the time, you want to prove every statement that you make during your sales presentation, and this will keep you both honest and accurate. Nobody trusts a fast-talking person who's loose with facts. Deliver the sales presentation slowly and with conviction because you have the facts working in your favor. Luke, how is having a one sheet helping you scale the Hub Gym?
Well, it's giving people something, rails to run on, right? The team.
Nice.
It gives them rails to run on. They don't have to think about things to say. We've got the tour at the top of our one sheet, so you just follow it. It's proven, and it works. And so then you get to the end of it, and you sell something.
Apply what you learn, increase what you learn, and in due time you have money to burn.
Apply what you learn.